Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Ready to Love, Season 5, Episode 8. It's titled Operation Meet the Homie. Yeah, let's get started. All right, so the men meet up with Tommy. Okay, so the men meet up with Tommy. Paul is surprised that he's still there, and so am I. So Tommy tells the men, he tells the men to introduce the women to their best friend. And at the end of the week, they will meet back up to decide which lady is not ready to love. I have not seen the ending. This is the very beginning of the show for me, so I'm gonna predict who I think is going home. Well, I predict Ace and Carmen, they're gonna be in the bottom two. They're gonna be the bottom two. That's my prediction. Okay? So because they have no connection with anyone. Who's Ace connected to? Absolutely no one. Laverne is gone. Her fake boyfriend, he's gone. And nobody else likes her, and she doesn't like anybody else. And Carmen just flirts with everybody. Nobody wants her, nobody likes her. She just flirts with everybody. Anyway, so Paul meets up with his friend Chill Bill. And I'm gonna just call him Bill because I don't know about him being chill. I don't know him like that. Be calling him Chill Bill. So I'm just gonna call him Bill. So Paul said Tina is his strongest connection, but she is being evasive. So she ain't coming to the meetup. She ain't coming to the date. That's messed up. That's who he likes. That's weird. So Carmen and Dekia is coming. Dekia? He doesn't even know anything about Dekia. They haven't been talking, going on dates, nothing. Why is Dekia showing up? Dekia is just a replacement for Tina. Okay. He could have just had Carmen come. He didn't have to need two women to come. Paul is something else. I just can't stand Paul. So Dekia shows up, and she's wearing a cute pink dress that I just love. That's my style. I want that dress. It's something I would wear. So Dekia and Paul, they're not a good match. Dekia needs someone who's she needs an intelligent man with a backbone who knows how to relax and have fun. That's who she needs. She don't need no Paul. So Paul said back in the 5th grade, he got the name P.O.J. And the reason the J is for gigolo, and they didn't know how to spell gigolo, but it sounded like a J, so they used J. Ridiculous. This is the nonsense we gotta deal with Paul. But Dekia, she looks great. Her makeup looks good. Her hair looks good. Her outfit looks good. Why is she wearing that look for POJ? She should show up with sweats and sneakers, because her look is too good looking for to be meeting up with him. So Bill asked Dekia, what does she like about POJ? She said he's supportive and protective. What? What is she talking about? I guess she had to say something, because I've never seen him be supportive and protective to anybody. Maybe behind the scenes that's how he is. I don't know. So Bill told her he is giving her 2 points. Bill got a hell of a nerve. 2 points? She should get 10 points. She should get a point for showing up, a point for looking gorgeous, a point for being intelligent, a point for being gracious to Paul, and a point for being witty. She should get 10 points. That doesn't add up to 10, but she should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 just for being her. She should get 10 points. He talking about 2 points. She gets 2 points. So she told Bill, ain't no competition. The champ is here, is what she tells him. And Pio and Bill, they're no match for Dekia. She's too smart for them. She needs somebody who can challenge her. Then here comes Carmen. Carmen is wearing a red brim hat, shades, no bra, and her blue contact lenses. Bill asked her how long has she known POJ. That's a stupid question. I've known him for as long as I've been on the show. 2 weeks, what? What are you going to ask that question for? I think Carmen intimidated Chill Bill. That was a very dumb question. Anyway, Um, they had crab legs at the table. Those crab legs look good. I wish I was there. I love crab legs. Anyway, Carmen told Bill, I don't call him POJ. I call him Paul. And I don't blame her for saying that, POJ. And she said, and from now on, you call him Paul too. That's what she basically told him. Then we find out that Nakia and Paul has not been on a date ever. And I thought so. They haven't spoken 2 words to each other. And the reason is because he's not interested in her and she's not interested in him. I think he's actually scared of her intelligence and her success. Yeah, so he's just using her as a fill-in for Tina. So the Kia leaves, and then Carmen is really petty. Carmen told them to get rid of the zero and get with this hero. That's so old. You know, she needs to come up with some better lines, some better saying. So Bill told Carmen that she's controlling. And she said, no, I'm submissive. Right. So after that, she leaves out, and in his confessional, Paul said that Carmen is very superficial. See, nobody likes Carmen. Bill tells Paul that Nakia is the new him and Carmen is the old him. I don't know what that means. But maybe it means that Carmen is petty and childish and Nakia is mature and sophisticated. I don't know. Next up is Tori. Tori and his friend Ash meet, and they meet someplace. And Ash is not impressed with the place that they're meeting. He's like, why you pick this place? So Sabrina shows up and she has a gift for Tori. And I think that was a nice move because he always gives her flowers. We don't always give her flowers. He gave her flowers the last time. So she brought him a gift, which was just a candle, but that was nice. So Ash asked Sabrina about her prior dating experience. He asked her what she is looking for in a relationship. He told Sabrina and Tori that they look good together. And then Ash asked Tori, where's the other lady? Because Tori had told Ash that 2 ladies was going to show up. So he said she's not here yet, which is Ace. So he gets on the phone to call Ace, and Sabrina is not happy with that. And I agree with her. If you invite Ace here to a date and she did not show up, don't try to call her now. When you're done with the date with Sabrina, then call Ace and find out what happened. Don't call her now. Anyway, Ace does not show up and she doesn't answer the phone. So Ash asked Sabrina how long has she been single. She said 1 year and she does not want to rush into any relationship. She wants to take it slow. But I really don't like Tori. I don't think Sabrina is starting to, I think Sabrina is starting not to like him also. And I think he just refused to get over that truth or dare crap. He says the more he pulls away, the more she tries to get him back. Why? Because she brought you a little candle as a gift? That's crazy. And I don't know what show Tori thinks he's on. Sabrina is not going to chase you. She has 2 other guys interested in her. She has no reason to chase you, Tori. So anyway, Sabrina leaves. And Ash tells Tori that he likes Sabrina. But they don't think that she is ready for a relationship since she just got out of a relationship a year ago. And Tori's upset that Ace didn't show up or even contact him. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I'd be upset too. And I think maybe she doesn't want to be on the show since Laverne's not on the show because she had no connection with anybody. Nobody at all. Next up, Demetrius met up with his friend Ken. And then Sabrina shows up. And Ken gets right to it. Ken asks Sabrina, where does Demetrius fit in with her other connections? And Sabrina says Demetrius is her top choice. And Demetrius is happy to hear that. And Ken asks Sabrina, what does she bring to the table? She answered. I don't know what she said, but she answered. And finally she asks Ken what type of woman is right for Demetrius. And Ken said, somebody who's submissive. And Sabrina said, I'm not submissive. And Ken said, well, that's what he likes. And that is the reddest flag. The reddest flag there is. He wants somebody who's submissive. You are not submissive. So drop him. Drop him. Drop Demetrius. Next up is Clifton. Clifton meets up with his friend Kenny. And then Joy shows up. And Clifton tells Kenny about the first time he met Joy. Next, the Kia shows up. And introductions are made. And the Kia she feeds food to Clifton. And Joy is looking perplexed, like, what? Is this what we're doing? And Clifton spits the food out just to appease Joy. He doesn't want to chew the food and say, that's good. Because Joy is not going to like that. And he doesn't want to piss Joy off. So he spits the food out. So Kenny asked Joy what was the first thing she noticed about Clifton. And she basically said he stood out. From all the guys, he stood out. That's not really answering the question, but anyway. Kenny asked her if she can handle Clifton. And she said, hell yeah. Kenny asked the Kia what's Clifton's best quality. And the Kia basically said that he is versatile. They're not really answering questions. Then eventually Joy leaves, and then the Kia leaves also. And in her confessional, the Kia says that Joy is head over heels in love with Clifton, but Clifton is still trying to figure things out, so he's fair game. No, Clifton is not trying to figure things out. Clifton has already chosen he has already chosen Joy. I can't speak. I don't know proper English. Yeah, he already chosen Joy. So that's that. And the Kia, none of these guys are for her. None of them. So she might as well leave the show too. So after they leave, Kenny tells Clifton that Joy is a better fit for him. Next up, Donovan meet up with Phil, who was on the show last season. And Sabrina shows up and Tina shows up. Oh, Tina shows up for a date? She didn't show up for Paul's date, but she shows up for Donovan's date. That's weird. I think they forced her to show up because she wasn't excited. She wasn't eating. She wasn't into the conversations. She just was sitting there looking all nonchalant. So I think they made her show up. My crown, is my tiara crooked? Okay, so yeah, I think they made her show up. So everybody greet each other, and Phil asks Tina how many connections she has. And Tina said Donovan is at the top of her list. And Sabrina said Donovan leaped over everybody. Like she had her tops, and then Donovan just leaped over them. And Tina said Phil asked Tina what she likes about Donovan. And she said Donovan is kind. Nobody's really getting into the depth how they like each other. Nobody on the show really like each other. The only people is Clifton and Joy. And I don't think they like each other like that. I just think they're attracted to each other. That's all I think they are. It's just attracted to each other. Because they really don't have any serious conversation that I've seen. They're just attracted to each other. So I don't really think there's any matches here. So Sabrina said that Donovan makes her smile. So Donovan asked Tina if she's going to eat because she's just sitting there, not saying much and not eating. And she said, I already ate. I don't think she wants to be there. And Phil asked Sabrina if she want kids, and she said yes. Sabrina asked Phil if Donovan is ready to love, and Phil said yes. Really no deep conversations going on here. So Sabrina and Tina, they finally leave, and Phil said Sabrina is cool, but her answers were too perfect. Phil said Tina is a good fit, but she wasn't direct enough for him. I mean, she didn't open up enough for you? She didn't. In his confessional, Donovan said Tina seemed disengaged, and she was. I don't know what's going on with her, but she didn't want to meet up with Paul, or she disengaged here. Something's going on with Tina. And then Phil's advice to Donovan was to be selfish. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it means choose the best looking one, the one you're more attracted to, because that's what he did. And I think he's still with what, Sydney is her name? Okay, next scene, Paul decides to take Dakia on a date for the first time. And they're at a restaurant and she's dressed. She looks good. She dressed. I love her dress. And he's wearing jeans and like a polo type shirt. She asked him what is he looking for. And he said what he wants and what he needs are different. So he explains to her what he wants and he explains to her what he needs. And then he tells her a stupid joke. And then he tells her that he paints. He's an artist. And I think he's lying. He's lying. Just like last episode when he said he's always around celebrities. He was lying. He was lying. And he didn't ask her any questions about herself. Or maybe he did and they didn't show it. I don't know. In her confessional, she said he is not as one-dimensional as she thought he was. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Next, Tori meet up with Ace. Ace claims she didn't show up to meet Tori and his friend because she knows that he has a strong connection with Sabrina. And then she said she pulled herself out of the process anyway. But she could at least call him and tell him. He invited her to the date. Don't make him think you're coming when you're not coming. And then do not call him and let him know that you're not going to show up. That was rude. Every week somebody eliminates themselves. First Eric, now Ace. They are dropping like flies. Next, the guys meet up with Tommy, and Tommy asks Donovan about his date. He said Phil thought Sabrina and him was a good fit. And then Demetrius also said that his friend said that Sabrina and him was a good fit. And then Clifton said his friend picked Joy for him. And Paul told Tommy that his friend said, if you want a woman, choose Dakia. But if you want POJ, choose Carmen. If you want to be POJ, choose Carmen. Tori tells Tommy that Ace did not show up for the date and she pulled out of the process. And he seems truly surprised. I thought he would have known. But he was like, what? He was truly surprised about that. And then Tori tells Tommy that he's not sure about Sabrina. If you're not sure about Sabrina, then go to hell on home because that's the only connection you have. He said he's not a compliment, he's a requirement. What is that? What does that mean? What is he talking about? Should just eliminate himself too. But I do like the blue shirt he had on. That blue shirt he had on was kind of cute. So then Tommy asks who is the least person they've connected with. Donovan says Carmen. He hasn't connected with Carmen. Demetrius says Carmen and Dakia. Dakia is too strong for Demetrius. He wants somebody who's submissive. And Demetrius and Carmen, those are not submissive. Well, Carmen says she's submissive, but she's not. And Paul went to bat for Dakia because he wants to go out on another date with Dakia. Tori said his least connection is Tina. I don't understand why he said that. We've never ever seen him interact with Tina. And I think him and Tina would be a good couple. But we've never ever seen them interact with each other. So I don't know why he said his least connection is Tina. Clifton said he has no connection with Tina also. You haven't been out on a date with her. You haven't even tried to have a connection with her. You all got joy up in your nose. You haven't even had a conversation with Tina, I don't think. Paul goes to bat for Tina because he likes Tina and he wants Tina to stay. Clifton also said his least connection is Sabrina. Of course, Sabrina has 3 other guys chasing her and you're chasing Joy. Paul said him and Sabrina need a reset. I don't understand why he said that because him and Sabrina went out and she told him that she's not interested in him. So why is he talking about they need a reset? That's dumb. So Donovan chose Joy as his bottom, and I think he did it because Clifton chose Sabrina as his bottom. So I think he was just throwing it back over to Clifton's court because Clifton had no business saying that. There's other women you can put at your bottom. Why are you choosing Sabrina out of all the women? That's not right. So these fools, they were all over the place So Tommy decided not to eliminate anybody. I think the reason he decided not to eliminate anybody was because what's her face already eliminated herself. Ace already eliminated herself. So he said he's going to send them away on a weekend, a 2-day weekend getaway. And all the men and all the women are going to be in the house together. So we're going to see what happens there. And that was the end. Nice, sweet, and short. This is the end of my review. I'll be back next week with another review. Thank you very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.